All right. Hey, welcome back into the Saxon Stories Podcast. I butchered her name off camera, so I'm going to try to be a little better about it. Coach Jacinto.
Jacinto.
See, I still get it wrong. Varsity, or I guess competitive cheer coach. All levels, both levels, JV and varsity?
Nope, only varsity.
Just varsity.
Yep.
You got to do your research.
Sideline and
this.
competitive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we are joined by, you guys are actually the first students on this podcast, so you're going to set the bar for the future students. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves. These are the senior captains of this year's team. And who do we got?
I'm Gracie Wilson. I'm Claudia Minch.
I'm Adeline Carey.
Well, thank you so much for sacrificing your time in class to do this. I know these girls are very serious about their studies, and we're going to zoom through this so they can get back to it. But no, I just wanted to welcome you guys on here because, man, you guys have had so much success both this year and many years previous. I mean, all 4 of the years you guys have been here. But kind of just give me a rundown of how this season has gone for you. You know, the big thing is the league title, which you guys have done over and over again. Yep. So up until now, we're heading into districts as of when this is recorded. But this season, kind of give me the recap on how it went.
So preparing for this season actually started in sideline. The team hit the weight room really hard. We actually implemented a Lady Iron Saxon program, which is spurring off from Coach Murphy with his football program. He does Iron Saxons. So we took that and adapted it to our female athletes and really started hitting in the weight room really strong. So that was our first big key. Mm-hmm. And then the team set their own goals, and we've just been working on checking those off the list. We actually have them on a great big poster board in the gym where we practice. And the first one was to be ready to compete early, and we've never competed this early before. We actually competed December 20th. Yeah. Before Christmas break, and we have always gone after Christmas break. So we had about 3 weeks less to prepare going in, so they knew that they had to be really focused and ready to go. They wanted to throw back handsprings in round 2, so we had 4 team members step up and get back handsprings this season so that we were ready to do that. And then it was just on to the rest of the goals, and the one that we just checked off was winning our 6th back-to-back I-8 league championship. So
6 in a row.
6 in a row.
But going to the training, let's break down some stereotypes and barriers. You guys train hard, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, one of you guys kind of walk me through, I mean, how much throughout the year are you training? Is it year-round? Is it in-season? What sort of things are you doing?
So we start in June for tryouts for sideline, and then we practice 3 times a week, I'm pretty sure. And that's all summer. We go to cheer camp. That's a 2 to 3 day event. Probably usually during fair week. And then we just have practice every day when school starts, and then football games on Fridays, and then we usually have like a weekish break, and then we go right into competitive and have tryouts and then practice every day until districts or regionals or states. So
everyone that does sideline does competitive, or do you?
Not everyone. No? The majority, I would say yes. But we have a couple that were playing like volleyball and then came just for competitive, and then we have some that do only sideline because they don't really enjoy competitive. So we do have a little bit that come and go, but for the most part, the core group stays together.
So you guys hit in the weight room, or what's training like?
Yeah, we hit the weight room twice a week, and we go really hard.
Yeah.
Summers too, we even do more workouts then, but we're training like beast. So I'd say.
Give the guys a run for their money.
Oh yeah.
I always wondered, so a lot of ignorance on this side because I don't know much about the world of competitive cheer, but I know that you have to bring energy. And one thing I've always wondered, especially from your perspective, and you know, not everyone has a good day every day. Sometimes you're not feeling good. How do you summon like the energy and like where you're smiling and yelling? Because I mean, you go to these meets and it's just everyone has that energy. How do you work it up?
We kind of turn on like a different personality, and like
When we step onto the mat, we put ourselves in a different headset. So right now I'm me at school, who I am, and I'm completely different when I'm on the mat. So I just kind of leave everything at the door, and when I walk in, I'm completely new.
We call it their alter ego.
Wow. How do you get it to come out? Does it come out at the wrong time sometime, like in your class? Or?
Not normally. I just kind of like focus on our goals specifically. Like if I want to make it to states, I have to turn on my alter ego, and if I don't, like it's just not going to work out. So just kind of pull it out, I guess.
We train that way in practice too, and we use all of those. So when you're sick, when you're tired, when we're in exam week, we always say, you're going to feel like this getting off the bus on Wednesday, so what are you going to do? How are we going to prepare? So we work on it in practice too. It's not the same level, I would say, but we also do other things like blare music at them. We have them sprint back and forth to create that, endorphins and be able to control what that feels like. So it's hard to replicate it exactly, but we do have little tricks that we use in practice to kind of prepare them for those moments too.
Because how much does that factor into the judging that you've seen? Like, is it all just what they're doing technically, or do they really factor in like that energy level? And
it's both.
Yeah.
But the energy can make or break you, kind of. So, for instance, if you practice, we've had that in the past seasons where we've practiced in a really quiet, controlled environment, and everything was beautiful, and then we get out in a crowded gym and parents are screaming and things are crazy, and it does not look the same. So we try to make sure that we're, creating the different environments to throw them off, because if their energy is really high and they put a lot more power behind that stunt or that, back handspring, it might not be as clean as the judges are looking for or as consistent as what we usually see. Timing is a big thing for judging. So, if she's a second faster or slower, that's going to affect our score. So it absolutely has a huge impact. The other thing is when you are so clean and beautiful, but it's really boring to watch. We talked about it last night. You can present this beautiful steak dinner, but if you put it on a trash can lid, they're not going to want to partake in that. So you've got to not only give them steak, but we got to put it on a pretty gold platter as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So you said 6 straight league titles?
Yep.
So you guys go into these league meets and all you've known is winning the league, but at that point you kind of forget that that's not easy, it's not a given. So how do you guys stay hungry? How do you guys push knowing that it's not a given, you still have to go out there and earn it?
Yeah, so for this season especially, when walking into these competitions, we weren't focusing on winning first place. We know we're good, we know that we're going to, but our main thing was our score, because for us to get to regionals, we need to have a really high score. So we'd walk into this competition, when we won our 6P, we were just saying all we care about is the score. That's what our main focus was for this year.
Gotcha.
Beating ourselves. We try beating ourselves instead of the other teams.
Yeah, because you guys won, there's 3 league meets, and you won all 3 of them this year?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, 11 seniors?
Yeah.
What are you going to do next year? Just retire?
Rebuild.
Oh.
Rebuild. So we actually have a strong JV team. Our JV program has been building for a while. Chelsea Newth has taken that over, and she's done a great job focusing on the basics and getting them ready to come up to varsity. So that's great. And then we also have a strong group of 8th graders coming in. We took over HYAA competitive cheer 5 or 6 years ago now, I think.
Okay.
So some of those girls have been cheering since 3rd grade.
Jeez.
So they already know our program, and they were pretty strong in middle school, and I'm already getting calls saying, hey, where can I take gymnastics, or can we come up and work with you guys? So they're pretty hungry. So we have done a lot of rebuilding. We end up, it seems like every other year, we have a big class of seniors. So last year was a rebuilding year for us. And so they were a huge part of that, and they experience it. So it's great when our seniors have been a part of that. They know how to lead through that. So I think that's been a big part of our continued success as well.
You're building a bit of a dynasty.
That's what I hear.
What year does the statue go up?
I told Miss Captine and Mr. Mon that I need my picture in their office.
Well, how many years have you been at this then?
So I took over varsity in 2014, but I have coached at one level or another in the program since 1999.
Oh, wow, okay.
I know, I'm too young, but it's true.
So what does Coach do for you? Has a lot of experience, and obviously, she doesn't just look at your team, she looks at the program and everything, so really has built something special. I have to imagine that helps you guys. What does Coach do for you guys to help you out?
I think specifically for me, at least, she focuses a lot on our mental toughness as well as not just our skills on the mat. So we prepare mentally for competitions instead of just physically, and I don't think that we'd be as successful as we were without her preparing us mentally for it. And I also take it outside of the cheer world as well, so it helps me in both worlds, I guess.
I have something I'd like to add. Both of our coaches too, just like, they're very kind of like our parents too. Like they'll listen to you if you're having a hard day, talk you through it, like you can relate to them, like things with them about so it's just, I don't know, they're like family. Like our team is family, and I enjoy coming, for the past 4 years, coming every single day, and I feel welcome, and it's my second home.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's been truly an honor to be a part of this program and have them as coaches. But again, we are a family, and we have amazing bond and love for one another, and we're always believing and pushing each other to be the best. So, and that came from them. So
you tell them to say that?
I paid him, but that wasn't on the list of questions.
Hungry Howie gift cards.
Yes, always.
Well, Coach said you're going to do a cheer for us today, right?
Oh.
No. I just like the look of panic. No, I'll impart some wisdom on maybe some lower classmen that might be heading up to varsity here soon. Let's close by, giving some advice or maybe some encouragement to some of the up-and-coming cheer athletes.
Definitely, work your hardest. You always have one more rep in you. My biggest thing was jumps. They were not great, at all. And they've gotten so much better, but that's just from, I'm not in round 2, so when they're working on round 2, I'm constantly doing jumps. So just give it your all, 24/7. Even if you're having, the worst day possible, you always have something more in you to give.
Yeah, leaving it all on the mat and going after it, earning it. It's not just given to you, and fighting for every second you have. So.
I think a big thing is also once you make varsity, that's kind of the easy part. The harder part is you have to earn your spot and show everybody that you're meant to be there and that you're capable of being there. So you just have to constantly work hard and keep pushing.
No, thanks guys so much for joining us, and again, good luck going forward, and finish on a strong note. That's it for us today. Cool. Join us again. We might bring someone else interesting if they come wandering in here. We just kind of shoot from the hip here. So, thanks again, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for checking this out. Appreciate it.